This is Ken Pyle, and we're at the ACA 2014 Summit. We're in the exhibitor booth, and we're right in the non-exhibit hours here, and we're with Steve Gorman. Steve, you're at the Hartford, and the Hartford isn't someone you normally see at a communications trade show, but obviously, you know, a communication service provider needs to make sure they're protected. What areas are you seeing where, maybe technology has changed or the business has changed that, now they need to kind of think about?
Absolutely, and with the changing technology nowadays, and the changing requirements of the consumer, everybody wants things faster. They want to be continuously connected. They want to make sure that their information is private. There's all different kinds of concerns with the ways that information and different types of media are transferred from system to user, and really as that landscape really changes, we at the Hartford, we're really tasked with, finding different ways to cover those types of risks that, our, cable partners and television and communication partners have on a daily basis, and to make sure that, we're really providing a full product suite of coverages that can address all the needs that, this type of industry has.
Well, I suppose, too, as the data goes from, kind of within their contained environment to maybe if they're providing cloud services or maybe if they're providing monitoring services, those sorts of things.
Absolutely.
Probably changes things.
Absolutely. And once, you're giving the responsibility of somebody else, to really protect and manage that information and that data for you, you're taking upon that liability, really to protect that information. And, as the data aggregates and things get, more personal, you really need to make sure that you're taking all of the necessary steps to protect, your customer and your clients. And, we really try to make our customers and the purchasers of our insurance programs, well aware of what those risks are, and making sure that our products really address all of the different exposures that are inherent to these types of industries. So.
Are you seeing also other things that need to be done to complement the insurance component, whether it's maybe audits and things like that to make sure that you have the security procedures in place and that sort of thing?
Certainly, and they're developing those types of regulations and compliance things on a federal basis and on a statutory basis as well. So depending on which environment the company operates in, they must adhere to different types of regulations. Depending on what geographic location they're in or what state that they reside or do business in. So, it's constantly evolving. It's something that, these companies really need to be aware of and, have plans to adapt and to address. So.
Yeah, so it sounds like, in the planning process when you're doing a business case, you better think about how you're going to protect yourself, I guess.
That's right, exactly. And it's only going to continue to progress and get more and more more detailed and more convoluted, and you're going to need to really make sure that you're hitting all different regulations and compliance initiatives that are set.
Super. Well, Steve, I appreciate your insight.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
A lot.